Do you want to know how rich people become wealthy? Contrary to what many think, rich people don't spend money recklessly on everything. They are actually very careful with how they spend and invest. Some people prefer to appear rich and spend all their money, even when they are not that rich. So if you're just like them, only interested in showing off a fancy lifestyle without building real wealth, this advice isn't for you. You might want to stop watching and spend your money freely. But keep in mind that you could end up with nothing to show for it by the time you're 50. I'm not saying you should avoid enjoying life or luxury, but it's better to do that once you have at least $1 million saved up, because it's hard to become wealthy with a lavish lifestyle while building wealth. When I mentioned that it's hard to become a millionaire while living a lavish lifestyle, I'm not trying to crush your dreams. I want you to put in the effort now, so you can enjoy the benefits of wealth later on. The ultimate success is having the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want. So if you want to become rich, pay attention to these 7 personal finance tips. 1. Quality over quantity. Rich people don't want things that don't last. It's really interesting how rich people are good at not wasting money. Even though they have a lot of money, they're careful about what they spend it on. They don't just go for the cheapest option, they think about whether something will be useful for a long time and make them happy. While others might spend a lot on trendy stuff or the newest gadgets, rich people choose more practical things. They pick comfortable clothes, or they don't rush to buy the latest phone every year. They focus on what's really important instead of following short-lived trends. Trends in the fashion industry are known for their short lifespans. What's considered fashionable today may become outdated and out of style in a matter of weeks or months. Constantly trying to keep up with the latest trends can result in a wardrobe filled with items that lose their appeal quickly, contributing to a cycle of continuous consumption and disposal. This constant spending can strain personal finances, leading to a situation where substantial amounts of money are invested in a wardrobe that becomes obsolete shortly after purchase. The wealthy often prioritize items that stand the test of time and offer lasting value for several reasons. Firstly, durability and longevity represent a wise investment strategy as they reduce the need for frequent replacements or repairs. Take, for instance, an expensive but well-crafted piece of furniture made from sustainable materials exemplifies this preference. By opting for items with enduring quality, the wealthy not only enjoy the benefits of long-lasting functionality and style, but also align themselves with values of practicality, sustainability, and a strategic approach to spending. So focus on quality rather than quantity when making purchases. 2. An overpriced home. A lot of people aren't going to agree with this one, but trust me, buying an expensive home might not be the best idea if you want to become really rich. Sure, it seems nice to have a fancy address, but a pricey house is usually the most costly thing you'll ever buy. Owning a home involves more than just the initial cost. You'll keep spending money on it until the day you sell it. If you're aiming for just an above-average level of wealth, buying a house might be okay. But if you want to be truly rich, putting all your hard-earned money into a house isn't smart. It took you years to save that money, and using it to buy a house means you can't invest it to make more money. I'm not saying don't buy a house at all. If you buy a property to rent out, or if you rent part of your house, that can be a smart move. But if you're not doing any of these things, renting might actually be a better idea. It may seem like you are wasting money each month on rent, but the return could be that you have more money available for other opportunities. Even though older people might tell you that buying a house is always a good idea, times have changed. It used to be easier to buy a property with less money back then, but nowadays, getting a mortgage is like putting your money in a locked savings account. It's only a good idea if you're going to waste the money otherwise. If you want to be rich, look for better investment opportunities than a house to live in. Whether you're a millionaire or an average person, it's smart to think twice before stretching your budget for that dream home with a huge price tag. After all, home is where the heart is, not where the price tag is the loudest. 3. Invest in companies you don't understand. While stocks can be a good way to make money, not all of them are safe bets. Rich people often refrain from investing in companies they don't understand because they recognize the importance of informed decision-making and risk management in the world of finance. Investing in unfamiliar sectors or companies may expose them to higher levels of risk and uncertainty, as they may lack the insights required to anticipate market trends or assess the company's long-term prospects. On the other hand, Some individuals with limited financial resources may be more susceptible to investing in companies they don't fully understand. Poorer individuals may be attracted to speculative investments without thoroughly researching the underlying businesses, increasing the likelihood of making risky choices. Some companies in the stock market are so complicated that most people can't even figure out what they do. Even experienced investors like Warren Buffett avoid investing in things they don't understand. Buffett says it's important to invest only in companies you know, ones that fit your area of expertise. He practices what he preaches and only puts money into businesses that he knows well. Buffett argues that if you don't understand a company's business, it's hard to predict how well it will do. He famously avoids investing in technology companies because he is admitted to not fully understanding their dynamics. For example, when the tech bubble burst in the early 2000s, Buffett didn't lose much money because he wasn't heavily invested in tech stocks. This approach has contributed to his long-term success, as he tends to invest in companies like Coca-Cola and Gillette, whose products and business models he can easily comprehend. This commitment to investing in what he understands has played a significant role in Buffett's ability to generate consistent returns over the years. 4. Luxury items. Let's talk about fancy things. Rich people seem to have figured it out when it comes to luxury items like designer clothes, handbags, and shoes. These things might tempt all of us, but rich folks know better than to spend too much money just to look good. I'm not against buying nice clothes that are good quality and last long, but what I don't like about designer clothes is that they're super expensive, mainly because of the hype around the brand, even though they can get the same quality product at a much cheaper price. People buy them just to show off and impress others. Rich people get that it's okay to treat themselves sometimes, but they also know the difference between what they want and what they really need. You might think millionaires have huge closets filled with expensive brands, but that's not always true. Many of them actually prefer to be smart with their money and choose value over big-name brands. Some even shop at thrift stores to save money. We can learn something from them and save a lot of money too. So before you splurge on something really expensive, ask yourself if you really need it. Maybe you can find something just as nice without spending a ton of money. Your wallet will thank you later. 5. Impulse purchases. If you want to become the person you aspire to be, it's essential to manage those spur-of-the-moment buys. Firstly, let's talk about items on sale. Don't be fooled by the word sale. Sometimes the discounted price isn't a real deal. Retailers might just hike up the original price for a short time and call it a sale. Secondly, extended warranties can be a trap. Extended warranties for electronics are often considered a waste of money because they typically provide limited additional value compared to the manufacturer's warranty or consumer protection laws. Many electronic devices are reliable and have a low likelihood of malfunctioning within the extended warranty period, so consumers might end up paying for coverage they never use. It's often more prudent to invest in quality products and set aside the money that would be spent on extended warranties for potential future repairs or replacements. Impulse purchases may seem harmless individually, but when you add them up, they can drain your wallet. You see something cool and bam, you buy it. The problem is, these purchases can accumulate and suddenly you've spent a lot on things you don't really need. To avoid this, try making a shopping list and sticking to it. Another trick is to wait a day or two before buying something to see if you really want it. 6. TV packages. When you think about rich people, you might imagine huge TVs and fancy gaming systems everywhere. Well, it turns out that's not true. Despite what you might expect, wealthy folks aren't spending their time playing video games or watching TV all day. They didn't get rich by being TV experts or binge watching shows on Netflix. Surprisingly, research shows that people who make less than $25,000 a year actually spend more time in front of screens than those making over $75,000. A book called The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals by Thomas Corley found that 67% of rich people avoid TV as much as possible. Instead of wasting time on TV, they focus on building their wealth. When it comes to TV subscriptions, forget about those expensive cable packages with 200 channels. The rich prefer a sleek digital subscription and only use it for occasional entertainment. So, before you splurge on a fancy TV package, maybe it's worth following the rich folks' lead and spending more time on activities that can help you become financially successful. 7. Alcohol. If you want to do really well and be ahead of others, one important thing to do is to stop drinking alcohol. Especially when you're young and full of energy, it doesn't make sense to slow down by drinking. Wealthy individuals often avoid consuming alcohol for several reasons, primarily centered around maintaining focus, discipline, and overall well-being. Alcohol can impair judgment and hinder cognitive functions, qualities crucial for making sound financial decisions and managing successful businesses. Moreover, excessive drinking can lead to health issues, potentially affecting one's ability to work effectively. For a successful life, maintaining a clear mind and staying disciplined are key, and abstaining from alcohol helps in achieving and sustaining these qualities. Can be essential. Money spent on drinks and related activities could be better invested in education, skills development, or entrepreneurial ventures. Additionally, staying away from alcohol can contribute to building a positive reputation and a strong work ethic, crucial factors in climbing the ladder of success. Many successful people include entrepreneurs like Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, who is known for abstaining from alcohol. His disciplined lifestyle is often cited as a factor in his success. Another example is Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who has been open about his choice to avoid excessive alcohol consumption, attributing it to his dedication to his work and ambitious goals. By taking inspiration from the ways in which the rich manage their resources, individuals can embark on a journey towards financial stability, security, and ultimately prosperity. Thank you for watching till the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on your thoughts. Have a beautiful day or night, and I'll see you in the next video.